you mentioned battling against Alyssa Thomas, obviously Asia Wilson, Breanna Stewart. These are all talented forwards in the league, right? And these are your matchups primarily. Like, give us a little bit of those matchups that like make them tough matchups for you or make them fun matchups for you.
Yeah. So now, the toughness is fun to me, right?
Yeah.
It's almost like you have to crack a code to me. You have to scout them differently. You watch a lot more film. Like when I go against Asia, to me, she's like, yeah, okay, let me crack that code. Like, let me measure myself against her because she's the player that blocks me the most, for example. Like it's just noted. And from year to year to year, it became less, for example, right? Like from year to year, I become better. Like I can feel like, okay, I can guard Stewie now. Okay, I can go against them. But what makes them so good is that they just have a second, third, fourth option. Like you take their first away the first year, right? All right, okay, you think you're cool. No, or they still get their first option. Then the second year, nah, okay, I'm still colder than you or whatever. No, just I'm also kind of positionless, so I feel like I also had to learn how to defend a professional four. I had to learn how to defend a three, like just being able to be on every single position. You have to learn. Every single player has their unique asset. You have to learn that asset and try to take that away. But great players, they're going to score on you. So just learning how to deal with that and learning how to actually go more with the flow of the whole basketball game. You can't just look at one possession and think, okay, this is it. You can't just look at one player and think this is it because they can still pass. You can't have three people on her because she has great teammates around her. Right. So who's around that player that makes them that player as well? Like she's not just Asia, like it's the aces, right? They have a great team around them. So when we played them in the playoffs last year, it was really hard, but I feel like that prepared me mentally now for this year. Like I feel like I'm going to approach the game completely different than I did last year. So yeah, year by year, growing, learning.
It sounds like, so you like being a two-way player, like you like playing both ends.
I do. I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that always been like that?
No.
So it's new. You just started to enjoy defense.
Yeah. I feel like I just enjoy the game, right? But I sucked on defense. Like I would get beat every single time on a wing. It was just like, oh, you're so fast. But now I know how to use my height, my length. I'm not going to run out to you like crazy.
Right.
Yeah. And like, again, people now, so you're not gonna run out against someone that's not gonna shoot against you.
You know your personnel.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Who's like the matchup without like, who's like the matchup that you like most look forward to?
The MVP. Yeah.
Playing Asia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I would say Asia and Stewie. Like those two are really individually to me the players where I'm like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. That. Competitive.
I am, yeah.
Like who's the toughest? Like who's your toughest? Like that gives you the toughest time? Like guarding you.
Guarding me, I would say Kia Stokes. She's also on the Aces. She just we're really we're like sisters, and I feel like she just knows me.
Yeah.
And we played at Fenerbahce in Istanbul for 3 years together. So we practice against each other all the time. So for me, it's hard to go against her, but I got her now. In my mind now, I got everyone, so it's cool.
Prize Picks is America's #1 fantasy sports app with over 5 million active users. Get in on the daily action with your friends and become part of the Prize Picks community today.
With Prize Picks, you can turn $10 into $1,000 in a single game watching your favorite sports this summer. You can make a Prize Pick lineup in as little as 60 seconds. You just need to pick more or less 2 to 6 players, stat projections, and you're locked in. Just like that.
There's always action on Prize Picks, and this is the perfect time to try out something new as basketball is winding down. Make sure to try out esports this month because every Wednesday and Saturday in June, if your lineup doesn't win, you'll get your entry fee back. Choose from Counter-Strike 2, Call of Duty, League of Legends, and more.
Download the app today and use code PODCASTP for a first deposit matchup to $100. I repeat, download the app today and use code PODCASTP for a first deposit matchup to $100. Pick more, pick less. Dallas, it's that easy, right?
And what do we say, Jackie?
Cha-ching!